All right, Chastity.
All right. Welcome to another week of Occasionally Posh, where we discuss life, laughs, and shenanigans. I'm your girl, Chassie B.
Nicole.
And I'm Denise. Welcome.
Welcome.
uh, all right. So last week we talked about WAP, which WAP is still in the news. Some girl, Candace, somebody. I don't know if y'all know who she is, but she went in on Cardi B like big time. Y'all need to go look it up. We're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna be positive this episode,
Okay.
but go look it up when you get a chance. All right. So we talked about WAP. We talked about Manhattan Karen, which is a lot of Karens out there in the world, for whatever reason. And then we talked about Chad Boat. So if you didn't go watch that episode, please go back, look at our page, watch the first episode. Let us know what you think. Give us your reviews. Let us know what you want us to add in, etc., etc.
And share with your
Yes,
friends and
yes.
your family so they can hear
Please.
this angelic voice.
I don't know about that part.
Ooh.
But go to our page, like it,
Ooh,
share it, tell your
shady
friends
boo.
about us. Do all of those things. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so the first segment is led by Nicole called Foreplay. Go, Nicole.
So we're gonna do some questions today, honey. Okay. So we got this or that. So for the first question, I got, would you rather have more money or more time?
Ooh,
Yeah, I know that's a good one, ain't it?
go Chaz. I got to think about this.
Don't hurt yourself now. Don't hurt yourself.
I think I would rather have more time. I thought that I was gonna say more money, but I think more time because the sister is tired and I need to be able to get some naps in.
Right. It's hard to see. I'm a critical thinker, so I'm like, I have to think of everything. Like, how much more time are you already? How much time are you already getting? How much more time would I would be getting? Like, it's hard to know without knowing all of those factors. Um, but I guess the common sense thing was to say more time because I could save more money and die tomorrow. More time, I guess. What about you,
Yeah,
Nicole?
I'm gonna go with more money because then I can maximize the time I got now, honey. Okay. And I kind of feel like no matter what, we will always feel like we don't have enough time to accomplish the things that we need to accomplish. And so give me some money and I can make it work. Okay.
Give
Then
Yeah.
me
I ain't got to
them
work, which
dollars.
frees up time. See? Boom.
I could definitely use more money. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Right. Same.
All right,
Same.
all right. That's a nice little, okay. The second question, Dion,
I can pause if you want me to.
can you please?
All right, go.
All right, so for the second question, would you rather fart in front of your crush or fart during a presentation?
Crush. I far in front of my crush. That's one person. A presentation is more than one. And
Wait,
most likely, if you present to people, you're gonna have to be around them more. And I don't want that to be the only thing they're gonna remember about me. So I'll take the crush. Thank you very much.
wait,
You got to know it's natural.
is it gonna be a loud fart or a silent fart?
And
Mm,
I don't
I'd rather
know.
have a
I'm like,
loud one.
now,
The
it could be
loud one
like,
is just there. That's silent stink.
So like if it's a silent one, I'll do it in front of a whole bunch of people and pretend like it's somebody else and be like,
exactly.
That's a good point.
But if it's one of them wet ones, child, them loud ones,
Woo!
oh, you done. They forget your presentation, okay? And the
That's a
crush
good
too.
point. But knowing that we can't control how the far gonna be, I still pick the crush.
yeah, I think it would be the crush.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you
oh,
can't choose.
I'm like, it's better out than in, boo.
That's natural,
What?
boo. That's natural.
You just like, lift your plate off the table. Oh dang. Like, oh, disguise the
Hopefully, it's in a room
disguise
full of
the
people. You be
conflict.
like, "Did you hear that? Did you see it?"
Like, oh, I dropped my
Ooh.
napkin. You know, just ruffle some stuff on the table a little bit.
Ooh.
I ain't got
I
an answer to
mean,
that.
I mean, the thing
Probably my
about
crush.
farts is like, why is it okay for dudes to do it, but then a girl do it and they not being ladylike? Like, it's
Oh, honey,
natural.
I'm gonna fart. Okay, I'm not finna bust a vein for nobody. You hear?
I don't
I
know.
got fart. I'm gonna fart.
I done held a fart a whole weekend while I was with a
Oh
guy
my
waiting until
God.
I got in the car and was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. And I was
No.
Yeah, you got
I
farted
did
from.
that one time with a dude back in the day. I held that fart for a long time. And then when I tried to get it out, it wouldn't go nowhere. And then my stomach started hurting. No, ain't nobody got time for that.
Rather
Nobody
let it
got
go and be
time.
ashamed and hold it in and bust a vein. That's my motto.
you better take
All
all
right.
this, what you call it, flatulence, whatever.
Flageolet.
All this hot air, baby. It's just a burp out
Ooh.
of your butt. That's all.
It's kind of the same thing like eating. You know, they say women like when they on their first date, they like eat real cute, try to eat slow and
Shit.
stuff like that.
Who?
Ain't
I'm
nobody
going
got time for that.
Who? You gonna see
Ain't
me
definitely.
clean
nobody.
a whole chicken leg, and you better not judge me. Be over there eating the gristle and everything. You like, oh, so you likes to eat? Yes, baby, I likes to
Yes.
eat. I'm not going to sit here and be prim and proper with you. I'm gonna have some barbecue sauce all over here.
Oh well, you
Ain't gonna be
definitely
no
all right with
napkin in the
farting.
lap or nothing. Ain't nobody
That
got
fart
time.
ain't nothing, then, girl. Just be you, baby. Be you. Be
Hey,
you.
it's
Be
good to
free.
give all of yourself on the first date so you ain't wasting nobody's time. Ain't nobody got time to be wasting
Sure
time.
is. You're gonna get
Right.
all these farts and these burps. Oh, excuse me. I say
Mhm.
excuse me now.
Right. I know
Oh,
people that
forgot my
go out on a
napkin.
date and then they come home and eat. And I'm like, why didn't you eat on the date? Well, I was on a date. Okay. He ate. Why you ain't gonna eat? What kind of
Right.
sense that make?
He ate.
You gonna die?
Okay.
You're trying to
I
kill
ain't
yourself to be cute on a date? Girl, you better eat. Be
That's what I
cute
right.
and
ain't gonna
fat.
do.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been on a date and hardly eat. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to the people like that. I have. And you know, good well looking at me, I'll eat. I don't know why I tried to hide it. Like I
Honey,
just got this way off earth.
off earth. Off earth.
I went on a date one time with this guy, and we had already been out a couple of times or whatever. But it was like just a little lunch thing, and we had went to Golden Corral, and he was like, "Don't get in here and just eat one plate and then be hungry whenever you leave." I was like, "I'm not," and I had like 6 plates by the end of the day.
Good.
He was like, "Oh, you likes to eat," and I was like, "Yeah, that's what you do at a buffet."
Absolutely.
He said, "Where all this booty come from? Where you think all this booty come
These yeast rolls is what got this booty so
from?"
plump.
Okay. I know that's right, Judy. All right now.
Well,
All
Nicole,
right,
I know
lady.
you was in charge of the this and that questions, but I found one while ago on Facebook. It said, "Would you rather have $300 million and never drink, or be able to drink and not have the money?" What would y'all ladies want to do?
If I ain't gonna die if I drink, then I'm gonna take the money and I'm still gonna drink. And ain't nobody gonna know because that's my business. Because I need my spirits, okay?
Hey,
I need my spirits.
I'm gonna ask for the fine print. If you're not gonna drug test me, make me pee in a cup, I can drink in the privacy of my own home.
Right. I'd be like, this just water. It's just water. It's not vodka. I don't know why this water got me walking like this, but it
Well,
does.
this ain't tequila. What you mean?
I don't know
I'll
why
be
I'm
Natural
like,
taking
spring.
shots of water. I mean, I just like water, so
Exactly.
I'm just taking shots. I mean,
That's
I'll be
right.
like, bring me a margarita, but put it in a regular glass, excuse me, no pineapple on the top of it, okay? So nobody won't know. They ain't gonna know. It's just juice.
come drink some of
Makes
this
sense to
pineapple
me.
juice.
Makes sense
you
to
know,
me.
back in the day when I used to be shamed, I asked this lady if she could bring me a drink, but put it in a coffee cup. And she was like, "No, man, we're not legally allowed to do that."
Mm-mm.
I said, "Well, can you bring me an empty coffee cup and I put it in there?" She said, Sure.
I know she went back there and was like, let me tell y'all about this Christian.
You know
Look,
she did.
let me tell y'all about this Christian out here. She want to drink,
Right.
but she don't want the church folks to know that she's drinking. So she want me to put it in a coffee cup.
Oh
She's like,
man.
look here. It's a whole lot of worse things than that alcohol that is sending you where you don't want to go. That's all I'm saying. But anyway,
It's all about moderation. As long as I'm not drinking to get drunk, is what they say.
I'm
I
drinking to get drunk though.
mean, okay. I mean, you ain't got to get pissy.
Right. But
You
I
got
want
to
to
get buzzed, baby. You got to feel. Look, I'm feeling mine right now.
I want my teeth to at least feel a little bit numb whenever I get
You
finished.
know,
Right,
you want to feel
right.
that. You want to get to that point. You're like, y'all ain't hot in here. God, Lee is hot. I'm hot
I
right
put the
now.
air
Take
on.
this sweater off. It's getting hot right now. Shoot. Because I'm going to drink, baby, every time. Have a good time.
I'm gonna take the 300 ml and act like I ain't drinking, but I'm gonna be drinking. I'm gonna be taking shots of
Honey,
water, Jesus.
I'm going to
Shots
be
of
toe
water.
up. Me and my 300 million, toe up.
Right.
Because I ain't got to go to work the next day, okay?
All right, Nicole, you done with your this or that? You have
Yep, that
any
was fun.
extra? Yeah, it was.
Uh-uh.
All right, so topics of the week for the second segment. We're gonna talk about natural hair. And we're gonna let our lovely lady Chastity tell us about natural
um,
Natural.
I just want to say that I am tired of people saying that natural hair is not for everybody. I don't think that grows out of your scalp is not for everybody. It is for everybody, and everybody just needs to learn how to work with their hair. Um, I can say I've been natural for 8 years now, and it's took me into this last year to honestly understand my hair. And whenever I first cut my hair off, I had false hopes of me using a certain product was going to make my hair look just like somebody else's hair because they use that product. So once you get those types of things out of your mind and know that just because I use this buttercream, because A used buttercream on her hair and I put buttercream on my hair, it's going to look the exact same way. Hair, we have 4A, 4C, 3B, 3C, 2A, whatever, y'all know. So,
Elemental P.
right. So
All of them.
everybody has a very different curl pattern. Some people have multiple curl patterns within their hair, but you got to know how to work with your hair, how to get your hair to do what you want it to do, and be okay with it not looking the way that you want it to look every time. There's times that I do my twist outs and I'll be thinking that it's going to be the bomb and it be a complete mess. And guess what I do? I brush all this stuff up into a ponytail and will rock a ponytail for a week until I go back and wash it again and try again. It's trial and error, ladies, trial and error. And your natural hair is for you, it's for everybody. And stop letting these people tell you not to rock your natural hair because and you should.
Absolutely.
Amen, preacher. No. No, I'm actually transitioning to natural now. I've tried it. Y'all know I've tried it a couple times. Pray for me. But it's just hard because I'm vain. I'm vain about how my face look, about how my hair looks, about what's going to be accepted, about how it's going to look at my job, about things like that. So as soon as I can't get it to style exactly right, I'm like, this is too much work. So I'm trying to just accept, how it's going to look. Try to have patience to learn how to handle it, but it's so hard. It's so much more work. Perm hair is actually easier.
Yeah,
than
that's
natural
true.
hair is.
This is true.
Yeah, so
Primary,
I'm
you just
trying it.
throw a flat iron on and call it a day. And be good
Right,
and slap your perm in every 6 weeks.
right.
Um, I will say that whenever cutting your hair off or transitioning, I remember before I had started, I had read somewhere where the 7th month, whenever you reach the 7th month, that's like the hardest month. And to me, it didn't make sense. I was like, why is it the 7th month that it gets hard? But I've noticed that every time I've cut my hair off and restarted, by the 7th month, I am over it and I'm ready to slap a perm in it or cut it back off. But I think it's because your hair is going through these transitions, and it finally gets to a point where it's too long to do it one way, but it's not long
Mhm.
enough to do it another way. And so you
Right.
got to be patient for like the next 2-3 months till your hair gets to a length that you can do these longer styles that you really want to do, and can no longer do these other short styles that was easy, that you could just go and get in the shower and take your hand and fill your hand up with water and just do this and
Right.
put some cream on
Right.
it and keep it going. So yeah,
Yeah.
the 7th month is rough, and I
Yeah.
I of it, and always that 7th month I was over
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly where I got my permit. I think when I went natural the first time, it was about that 6th, 7th, 8th month,
it.
and I just felt like I couldn't do nothing with it. And now there's a lot of more people out there, a lot of more celebrities out there with natural hair, a lot of more pictures, a lot of more tutorials, things like that. But when I tried to went natural in the past, it was very limited amount of resources. So I was Googling or whatever, looking for motivation, and it was like these people with natural hair, it was like beautiful, flowy, locky, and I'm looking over here looking
Hmm.
like Steely from Color Purple. So it really wasn't a lot of motivation.
And then
Uh,
you look at a YouTube video and you follow that YouTube video to the T. You go out and get everything that she got, and you do everything that she do, and her hair come out all pretty, and yours be like, you tried
right, right.
it.
So now that I
You're
have
not wrong.
y'all two in my life, and I have a lot more motivation to go natural, I hope I make it this time. Oh Jesus,
You
yes,
can
yes.
do
You
it.
got it.
You can
Yeah,
do it.
I so I went natural in it was 2011 before it was really popular to do. Um, and so I actually cut it myself. Well, actually, my brother, Ding Dong, he cut like I told him. Okay, yeah, I did tell him to cut my hair, but he cut like a piece right there in the front. So then I really didn't have a choice but to cut the rest of my hair. And I'm just like, "You freaking man." He's like, "You told me to cut it." So I did it because my hair was just really unhealthy. Having a relaxer was breaking off really bad, so I cut it. I didn't really know what I was doing. Um, and 2011 is when people were really just
Oh, you went out
Every time.
every time.
you know, kind of.
Yeah, you might have said something real great just then, but we missed
We
it.
didn't hear it.
What's the last thing I said? I don't even
we
remember.
the last thing we heard was 2011 was when people
Celebrity
started
wasn't that
transitioning.
popular, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So,
yeah.
because that movie Good Hair came out with Chris Rock,
Hmm.
so people really started to be a little bit more mindful of the things that we were putting in our hair and the negative stereotypes surrounding natural hair, and just kind of starting moving back to our roots, basically.
Hmm.
Right.
So I did it around that time. YouTube was like my best friend, even though I still didn't get very far because my hair never looked like anybody else's.
Right.
And so during transition, I did soft rollers. Those were my best friend. I had to cut it, and then I just had to let it grow out. But it's a journey. They call it a journey for a reason.
Right.
But see, I don't do hair. Okay, so then I locked it finally, which is these lovely these lovely things here. Um, and that's probably the best thing I could have done because, honey, I just get up and go. Low maintenance. My hair is actually pretty long right now. It's been like 4 years now. But I have a 13-year-old, so I'm glad that I started that journey a long time ago because she went through a phase before she came to live with us where she wanted her hair straight and all this other stuff. And I was like, oh no, sis, we don't no, that ain't the way to grow out your head. So
Right.
walk with me, talk with me. And now she loves it. Like she's all about her hair and she's kind of learning how to take care of her own hair. And so, you know, I think that people are definitely, you obviously are free to choose however you want to wear your hair.
Mhm.
More so, I think people should be mindful of the sentiments that they're putting behind why they are choosing to wear their hair the way that they wear it. Because wearing your hair naturally is not impossible. Um, and it's a reprogramming, like literally that's what you're doing. You spent your whole life pretty much doing it this way, and now you have to relearn
Right.
yourself, your hair, what
Mhm.
your hair likes, what your hair doesn't like, that type of thing.
Right.
And so I think that is a work that a lot of people just don't really want to do, and then so they'll say it's too hard or whatever. But once you get on a routine, you can manage because then you have to think, went your whole life with be work because it will
Hey,
be like this.
it is hard. Don't do that. It's
Stop crying.
hard.
No,
Yeah,
you
it's I think that it is hard. I don't think it's as easy as people that have been natural that long make it out to be. It is a hard
Right.
journey. And
Right.
I mean, I'm always telling people, don't put the creamy crack in, stay natural, you can do it. But it's rough. It's a journey.
Yeah.
And um, even whenever I have those bad hair days, it's like those bad hair days sometimes be stressing a sister out. And I'll be like, I'm ready to cut this off or put a perm in it. So it's rough, but it's not
It's
as
a
bad as
process.
people think.
but I think too it also for some people it depends on your expectations of what your journey looks like. So I'm not saying it's like a cakewalk because yeah, relaxed straight hair is not going to need the same love and maintenance as your natural hair. Like you're gonna have to, it's a routine basically. It's a regimen that you're gonna have to put into place for it. But my point is that it's not impossible, and I think when people say it should, you know, basically make it seem like it's just not something that they can do because it's just out of their reach.
Right.
I think it kind of adds to the negative, the negativity that other people may have surrounding natural hair and that type of thing.
Yep.
But
Mhm.
it's for anybody who's willing to put in the work to
Right.
learn how
Right.
to manage your hair and then go from there. I mean, look, I didn't have my fair share of bad hair days too, even with locks. I mean, it's time for a retwist right now. Shoot, step over, child.
I love
So
locks on other people, but I like too much different types of
versatility.
hairstyles to get them
Yes.
right.
But see,
I
I'll
was
get tired
natural.
of them.
but that
I can't get up.
actually is a misconception that locks are not versatile because they're very versatile.
Well, we know that they are,
But
but a lot of
it
people
is
actually like the comb.
okay, so that's what I was
Right.
about to say. So it would be better to say I like to wear my hair straight sometime, or I want to be able to comb my hair versus a blanket statement of I want something more versatile because then it kind of sends the message that locks are not versatile.
That's true.
But
You're
that's
right.
kind of the messaging. But that's my point. That's just the messaging period when it comes to natural hair. Like
Right.
you have to be more specific versus the blanket statements that people I think make a lot of the time.
Right. It's all about mindset at the end of the day. Mindset of us, ourselves, mindset for others. Now men, women used to be, permed out or weaved out, whatever the case may be, because that's all men like. They want nice, long, straight hair. But now they ain't got no choice. If they don't like natural hair, they're gonna run out of options at this point. So,
Look at here,
Right.
you're gonna get whatever's under this bonnet, okay?
Right. Exactly.
That's what you're
Um,
gonna get.
I do want to say that there are different types of hair porosity levels. And you can test your hair porosity level out by taking a strand of hair and putting it in a glass of water for 3 minutes. If it floats, that means you have low porosity hair. If it sinks, but it sinks really slow, that means that your hair is normal. And if it sinks completely without taking a slow pace, that means that you have high porosity hair. And all three hairs mean that you have to do different regimens for each one. What a low porosity person can do to their hair, a high porosity person necessarily can't do that to their hair. Meaning some people can only use certain types of conditioners in their hair, or like some people you can't use like really creamy stuff. You have to use more of liquid kind of consistency of things versus the creamy stuff. And that right there is just practicing what works on your hair. Another thing that I want to tell people about is whenever you're mixing products on your hair and you get like a lot of flakes, a lot of times that's probably because those two products don't work together. A way to test to see if two products is going to work together good on your hair and you not get as many flakes is you take the product, put one on one finger, put a dab on the other finger, and do like this to try to mix it together. If it clumps up, it ain't gonna work. If it smooths out or get like a liquidy type of consistency, clear, light white or whatever, more than likely it's gonna work okay on your hair. Not saying you can't use.
That's good to know. I didn't know
I
that.
think that's a good point, because that ties into my point of doing research to make sure that you are trying to make your process as easy as possible. And so that your journey doesn't feel so heavy while you're trying to figure it out. So,
and I also suggest using other people's products. If you have friends that are natural hair, go to their house, try some of their products on your hair before you go out and spend a whole bunch of money on products that you can't use on your hair. If you see sample packets, pick those up, use those out. Also, make sure you pay attention to the ingredients that are in products. A lot of products are really expensive, and the second or third ingredient in their stuff is alcohol. Alcohol is going to strip your hair. So if it's in the top 5, more than likely you probably shouldn't use it on your hair if alcohol is in it. And just because something is expensive doesn't mean that it's going to work better than something that's $5.
Yep, my rule of thumb when I was a loose natural and I was looking at products, my rule of thumb was if I can't pronounce it, I ain't got time. That means you ain't got no business in my head, okay? But it helped a lot because it kept my stuff short and sweet. And then, you also have products that are like aloe vera gel, for example, on my baby's hair. Like when I'm doing her ponytails or whatever, or my daughter, my oldest, uses it too. So like, other natural products that sometimes you don't even need these expensive products to manage your hair. And so once again, tying in, do the work and do the research so that you can make your journey as easy as you can.
And utilize YouTube.
One of these on wash day, baby. Put your music on.
And let your soul glow.
Look, speaking of soul glow, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all about this one product I had got for my hair. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was like some kind of jelly stuff. This was back whenever I thought that if you used a certain product, it would get the curls that you wanted to get. So I had seen this girl's video, and she had used this product. She had like these real spiral type curls. So I put some on my hair, and I was like, okay, my hair is not spiraling. Like, what's going on? So when I say I drenched it with that oil, y'all, that oil, that gel was just dripping everywhere, all over my face, all down my shirt, my seat in my car was whenever I got out the car, that whole thing was like wet with gel. My shirt was so soaking wet. I had to go to a Family Dollar on my lunch break to go get me another shirt because it was so crazy.
Wow.
I went in the bathroom.
Was glowing for real.
So glow for real, won't it?
I went in the bathroom and I was like squeezing it out, and it was rough. So, don't use a whole lot of product, y'all.
Yeah. Less
I
is
was
more.
like,
Less
right.
is more.
Less is more, y'all. Less is more. Don't be walking around letting your soul blow.
Mm.
You know,
Go
so
like that, let it go.
Hater. Hater
All
on
right,
the
all right, all right. All right. Well, ladies, if you ain't learned nothing else, learn that be yourself, man. That includes natural hair. That includes whatever
art
be
and
yourself means to you. Be yourself.
She said fart.
Art, eat,
Fart,
let it
don't
go.
eat,
starve.
and wear your natural hair, boo.
Cause I
That's
am
right.
okay. Every time, baby, every time.
And embrace whatever you want to embrace, boo. If you want to embrace a wig, embrace that bad boy. If you want to
Weird.
embrace
Because
braids,
you know something, men they be saying they don't like women that wear wigs, and guess what? 90% of women that wear wigs all the time is wifed up. And look at me over here with all my natural hair and ain't wifed up.
Uh, that's just the ones that are coming off. They have a hard. They don't be knowing what they got
woo.
going on.
That's why mine. That's why mine will come on the first night. You spend the night. You gonna get
Right.
this wrap, this bonnet. Be ready. Nobody got time for that.
you, you walk out the bathroom, you got a little ponytail sticking up like this on the top of your head. You're like, damn, baby. Thought you had long hair. Be like, no, that was my wig.
Really, man. It is
Yeah.
2020. If you don't know by now, something wrong. Just saying.
So you gonna love this little ponytail.
Honey. 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 Honey, honey, honey.
Ooh.
Uh,
He hitting it from the back of that little ponytail, just doing like this.
Hey, it all looking like in the dark. Anyways, we're gonna move on.
except for when it's sticking up in that shadow. But go ahead, child. Y'all trying to figure out what that shadow is, and it's your little pony, your little knot on top.
If you looking at that shadow, then it ain't been done right anyway.
It's
Okay.
distracted. I'm just saying.
Oh gosh.
Anywho, on to the next topic.
I can just picture.
What? Oh, that's just your knot on top.
I thought I seen a ghost. Shenanigans, is that you?
Oh Jesus. Bye.
Oh God.
All right.
We will not speak of the dead.
Anyway,
We will. For y'all listeners out there, Chastity told
Ruby,
somebody I was dead.
she definitely did.
I
And
definitely
Shadonna
did
walked in
not.
the room, and he was like,
Dead.
Shadonna, is that you?
Chester told me you were dead.
I'm so dead.
Technically, I did not say that she was dead.
What did you say?
Well, we're gonna do a little story time. So let's just say Tina was working with us, and one of the patients kept calling Tina Shadonna. And I said, why do you keep calling her Shadonna? That is not her name. Her name is Tina. And he was like, Lord, I thought that girl name was Shadonna. And I said, Shadonna? And I said, who was Shadonna? He was like, you know Shadonna. And I was like, oh, you talking about Shadonna that worked here a long, long time ago. You can still see her? And he looked at me like,
Wow.
and he was like, yeah, you can't. And I was like, mm-mm. And I never said that she was dead. So then I went to Shadonna. She was in the clinic. I went there. I was like, Shadonna, I just told Bill that you was dead.
So I walked in the room and Bill, we gonna call him Bill, said, Shadonna, is that you? And I'm like, yeah.
Chastity.
Mind you, this man got dementia. So he got dementia, but he remembered that I was dead.
He turned gray whenever he saw Shadonna. Like, he thought that was a ghost. He was like, Shadonna, is that you? He was like, yeah. He said, Chastity told me you was dead.
Lord,
Let me clarify. You did not come to the clinic and tell me that you told him I was dead. I was surprised when he said what he said, what he said.
Oh, I came and got you.
And then the other CNA started laughing. And I was like, what's going on? Just to clarify. She might have thought she came and told me, but she didn't.
I probably was too busy laughing.
And then Shadonna came back to wherever my office was to tell me that you told that man she was dead.
I didn't say
know
she
where I
was
at the
dead.
time.
I asked, could he still see her? There is a difference.
You
Really?
implied that she was a ghost.
Implied,
Like-
supplied.
That's like a man applying he got a condom on. It don't work, okay?
What?
Wait, what now?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? You gonna have to run that one back.
Did you end up pregnant? Talking about, but you said, he be like, I didn't say I had a condom on.
You just
I
assumed.
implied it.
I just took it out.
See how that works? It don't.
That should be against the law. To me, that is rape culture. I do not want kids. If you were supposed to put that damn condom on, you better have put it on. And if I get pregnant, it is going to be a problem. And you going to take care of this child.
Culture.
Yeah, that's rape culture. Because if you pretend like you put it on and then you didn't, that's raping. And I'm pregnant. Doggone it.
Nicole, you got a comment?
You're going to get, you're going to have to pay child support.
Well, never mind. We're not going to do
but it's,
that.
I mean, I don't think that would fall under rape because the sex is
Right. You can't get
I
consent.
know that, y'all. I'm not being literal.
I'm just
Get it out.
You got trapped.
I said, in my mind, it is in the same as rape culture because it's something that I don't want. And you know that I don't want kids because I make it very clear to everybody I don't want kids. And if you told me that you're going to put on a condom and then you don't put it on, that's rape culture.
Okay.
Yes. Boom. Because I don't want no more kids. This thing right here is closed.
See, I'm going to be her translator. She does not want any more kids. Okay.
Yeah, because she already got like 5.
Only 2.
Wow.
You tried it.
She tried it. You can't talk about nobody having no kids.
Right. Over there needing a van.
Girl, bye. I wish I would. I can't play Trick Daddy in a minivan. Don't feel right. Moving on.
All right, next.
Next.
Because you're going to get this TWD in my SUV. Oh, that rhymes. Go ahead, though.
TWD.
It don't matter, girl. Keep going.
What's TWD?
Trick Daddy Dog.
She's about to Google it. Anywho, on to the next segment. So let's talk about our dude, Tyler Perry. He is officially a billionaire. Did anybody else think he was already a billionaire other than me?
I mean, I was wondering if he's pretty close.
Yeah,
I thought that he was already.
But I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, me too. Let's give him an applause. Congratulations, Tyler Perry.
I actually prefer the plays over the movies. Wait, I was like, is she on mute?
No, you know how the crowd be.
I was like,
yeah.
Can they hear me?
But let's talk about his journey. Can you talk about somebody who's dedicated and determined? Like, we can't even be determined to do something simple, but he came from being homeless to being told that he would never get his plays to TV to being a billionaire.
Right.
Oh.
And, and you think about whenever he first came out with his Chitlin Circuit movies, and everybody used to like bootleg it, share it. Like nobody honestly really wrote it. Like we was bootlegging those DVDs and buying them for $5 from the man on the corner or borrowing somebody else's and all that kind of stuff. So to go from that and be able to make your name in everybody's household off of something that you probably really didn't make that much money off of in the beginning, but people knew you. And then they started going to your plays and all that kind of stuff. Like, that is amazing.
I
Sleeping on
think
the
it
bench.
also shows the power of the black dollar
Oh.
because that's where he started,
Mm-hmm.
and he never forgets that. He never forgets to thank the people that kind of got him where he is. But that's kind of where it started, and he just kind of catapulted to where he is now. So I'm really happy for him.
And he
I
put
actually
every.
prefer his plays over his movies, and it's probably because of
It
the music.
depends on the play, but yeah, I do.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
do.
probably the music, but I like Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I do too. And I actually went to go see one of his live plays before, and it was amazing. The production was amazing. He did a lot of it on his own. He fundraised, he gave money, whatever he had to do to make it happen. And when he found stars, he didn't go to like Hollywood and say, let me get, this super famous actress or whatever the case may be. He went to YouTube, he went on the streets, whatever he had to do, and he done put people on the map
Mm-hmm.
because he believes in giving people a chance. So Tyler Perry, if you want to give somebody else a chance, can I sing background
I'll be a
If you
music?
background
need
singer.
me, Tyler Perry, hold on, let me practice real quick.
Oh Lord.
And
Okay, Tyler Perry, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Don't judge us on that. Just know that we are some talented
Wait,
black
before
wait,
before
women.
wait, let me do an actor sing. Let me do an actor sing. I don't want no cake.
you don't want no what?
What?
You know what? You get on my damn nerves. I don't want no cake.
Ooh. Oh God, you ain't right.
You know what?
I can do a
She
little
can go
Selena
first.
if you need me to do Selena. I am fluent. I
Oh
speak
yes.
Spanish.
Como da flu,
Beady beady
start to
bumba.
move.
I literally was gonna sing that part.
I
I
cannot.
love that movie.
But on top of being as rich as he is, he still has a kind heart. He still thinks of others first. He still
Mhm.
donates millions and millions of dollars to charity. He opens his studio for folks who need it. I mean, he just amazing. He's super humble and super nice and super talented. And I just say thank you for being such an example for the black community. For real.
Your makeup looks really good today, by the way.
Thank you. I
Hair
try.
flip,
I
hair
try.
flip.
But like when you do your hair flip though, like your hair kind of gets lost in your background.
You look a little bald head,
It's
scallywag, ain't got no
Ain't
ain't
hair
got
got
on
no
no
that
hair
hair
in
on
the
tip.
that. Your
your
hair is
hair's
messed
messed up.
Okay, so anyway, Tyler Perry.
Anywho, but on top of everything else he done, even he done bought Tiffany Haddish a Tesla.
That's amazing. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew 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 pew.
What was that?
I did it that time. Whatever Donna
Let's
normally
talk about
does.
Shauna's pew, pew, pew. What was that?
Pew pew
There was no
pew pew.
motivation behind it.
Out of higher Mexico. Anywho,
Okay. Anyway, so yes, that's Tesla. That is amazing. I love Tiffany Haddish. I know some people think she ain't funny, but I think she's so funny.
I, I
I
love
think she
her.
is so humble. And she still lives where she always lived. For I think has she moved?
Not to my knowledge, I think she still lives in the hood.
And she's always, I remember she was on Ellen or something, and she was talking about how she wanted her a Tesla, but she won't go get one because she is frugal with them dollars. That's how I'm gonna be.
That's how I want to be when I hit this million in whatever year that's gonna be. But yeah, I want to be frugal. That's smart.
Right,
There's so many people out in the world who done got rich and don't even know where a dollar is.
right.
We had somebody in Chatham County win the lottery, and that money was gone in 6 months.
I knew
I
somebody
said,
that was going in a weekend. He went to the club and threw all the money to the strippers. 10,000 the world would you throw away $10,000 at the strip club?
Dumb. That's why.
Them girls was in there was like, this is a strip club announcement. They was like, yes, little dumb boy, give me all your money. Do something strange for some change.
Probably wasn't even cute.
He was a little short. He was a little shorty.
Well, his money was long. They didn't care.
Hey,
for 2 days.
For the weekend.
Look, that's all they was working. They didn't care.
He was calling them on Monday wondering why they weren't answering the phone.
Right.
Exactly.
I gave you a 20. Can I get 19 of that back?
The weekend is over, brother.
Good, man. But yeah, that's thank you so much again for being such a positive role model for the community. And give us a class on how to come from living out of
Sure can.
I ain't in my car, but I got places to go.
I ain't got nowhere to go. I mean, I do got somewhere to go. I just want some more money so I can buy somebody a 97 Honda Accord and not bat an eye.
Amen. Amen. I will bless somebody from the homeless shelter with a little apartment and a 97 Honda. They'll take it. Maybe appreciate it.
Nicole, why are you looking like that? Hondas live forever.
Hey, Hondas last a long time.
Okay. I mean, 2000 Honda Accord.
No, not.
Instead for $2.
No, that 97 probably still gonna be like $10,000.
Right. With 300,000 miles on it.
Damn.
Right, y'all.
That's because they hold their value. I love my Hondas back in the day.
And that's the third motor.
Oh man.
Be like, it's gonna be $10,000 for a 97 Honda on this third motor with 300 and some thousand miles.
Not today,
Not
today.
Mm-mm.
All right, so for the next segment is Nicole's wisdom. What do you got, Nicole?
Oh,
I'm singing background for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Nicole checking in on ones and twos, baby. It's today's wisdom, I mean. All right, so I think that a good place to start is self-care. So I think that, well, let me back up and say, as you all know, this has been an interesting year for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think very often we neglect ourselves, meeting the needs of everyone else, but you cannot pour from an empty cup, is what I'm learning. So it's very important to implement some type of self-care regimen or routine so that you kind of stay grounded in that you are filling your own cup before you can fill somebody else's. And this is kind of a lifelong lesson that you're kind of always going to be learning. Whether that's getting your nails done, get your wax, get your hair done, get up, wash your ass, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go step outside.
Hold up. Pause. That should be normal self-care.
Okay, it should be. No, but if somebody's depressed or down out, little things like, and I've been there recently, actually, like it feels like work to get up out of the bed just to take a shower. So, Chastity, what the hell?
I was trying to figure out what Shadonna was doing.
I feel like you gotta come to
Don't
the
mind
screen.
me. Keep going. Don't mind me.
Anyways, so yeah, it's definitely very important to build in some type of self-care routine so that you can, be your best self. So I think that comes from a couple different areas. So emotionally, spiritually, filling your cup. So whatever your beliefs are, tapping into that on a regular basis so that you are staying grounded spiritually and that you kind of, have somewhere to turn in those on those hard days. Reaching out to a friend or two friends, um, just for a little girl talk or whatever, a couple laughs, um, spending time with family, whatever it is that you need to kind of pull yourself out of the rut that we kind of fall into sometimes. As people, as definitely as moms, as wives, just partners, whatever you got going on. Take time for yourself. Now, that also means psychologically doing that work as well and unlearning unhealthy behaviors, honoring whatever boundaries that you have, because I think a lot of people have, I know I do, or I have discovered that that's definitely the issue for me, honoring your boundaries, and learning not to overextend yourself.
Amen.
Um, Honey,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because and that's a part of honoring your boundaries, um, and kind of, you know, figure out your inner child. What did they like? What did they want to do? And kind of use that to kind of heal whatever outstanding issues that you have going on. That is also a part of self care.
Right.
Like I said, it's kind of a lifelong thing, but it definitely helps, because especially as we are raising children and breaking generational curses and trying to teach them new ways, new thoughts and new actions, and being in relationships that maybe we have not seen, growing up. And so making sure that we are able to nurture those, we have to do the work internally as well
Right.
to ensure that, you know, we are whole on our own before we join somebody else's show.
Right. And I just want to add to that, don't be afraid to communicate with your partner. I'm speaking from a married point of view, but don't be afraid to communicate with your partner when you need self care moments or if you need to allot time for self care. Um, Sometimes people may not understand if you need alone time or if you need, to get away, if you need vacations, momcations, whatever it is that you need to do. People might not always understand it, but try to get them to understand that if you need this time so you can be available for them. Because if you can't get your
Yep.
own time, how you gonna give somebody else your time? If that makes
Yep. And it also goes into choosing a partner who does understand that and so can kind of see somebody who can anticipate your needs. So look, I can see you from a mile away. Like before we even hit this brick wall, I'm gonna send you off with your friends for a weekend or whatever. Um, Having those types of people around you, um, so that they can kind of catch you before you jump off the damn ledge.
sense. Right.
Because I think sometimes too we end up in partnerships that are not equal, and so you want to definitely, and this kind of ties into the healing traumas and doing that work. But why are you looking like that? You want to find a partner who can, kind of anticipate your needs too, that
Right.
can kind of before you even hit that brick wall, like, okay, you know what, you've been doing X, Y, and Z. I appreciate it. Here's the weekend off, or here's a day off. Go with your friends. Here's a girls' night, whatever.
Who 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 was doing that? Who's offering that?
Nobody. That's
Re-
what I said.
Oh, I was gonna say I need no damn weekend
You
off.
done missed it.
Hey,
Look at here. Anyway, Shy, I ain't.
we digress.
Yep.
Right.
So digressing, Jesus. Um. So yeah, that all goes into self care. But yeah,
Good wisdom, Nicole. Good wisdom.
I tried, girl. I tried. So what do you guys how do you exercise self-care?
Liquor. Um, I enjoy doing my hair. And my eyebrows, even though they are horrible right now because I haven't been able to make it there. But that's one of the things that I try to always do is my eyebrows. And I actually enjoy doing my hair. It's like an hour that I'm just sitting there by myself in my zone, listening to a million YouTube videos, following how other people are doing their hair. To me, that's relaxing and it's very therapeutic to me. I don't know why, because I'm working, whenever, but it's therapeutic.
Hmm. Because you're
Yeah,
by yourself. You have that moment to hear yourself think and what do I want to think about right now? I'm not mommy right now. I'm just chastity,
right,
minding my business, doing my hair,
Right.
you know.
right.
Okay, how about
Yeah,
you?
I definitely enjoy my time, my bathroom time. I know that's weird to say, but during Corona, I kind of got lost in bathroom time. Like I didn't like all I cared about was making sure I didn't stink. Other than that, I didn't do much else to my hair or my face, whatever the case may be. But then I realized how important it is for me to be able to put my makeup on, focus on my facial regimens, make sure my hair is okay, things like that. And then, of course, I love to get away time. So I love my husband. I love my kids. You know, they get 98.6% of my time, but I had to be honest with myself and let him and them know that I need time away from them to hang with my girls, my friends, whatever the case may be. I ain't even got to be doing nothing special, but just to be in a place where I don't have to think about everybody's schedule, think about what I'm gonna cook for dinner, think about if clothes is washed, thinking about work, whatever the case may be. I just need that time to be able to not think. So that's
Right.
myself.
Amen.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I am actually working on self-care is something that I have neglected for a very long time. So a long time ago, if you would have known me, then you know that every 2 weeks I had my nails done, I had my eyebrows waxed, I had like I was on my stuff. Okay. And then I just kind of got lost in motherhood and being married and everything else that just kind of comes with life, period. So I'm finding my way back to that. So, I'll get my waxes, rather, because I get more than one wax. Um, and I try to get my hair done, but that's kind of whatever. I recently bought myself a gift, which I haven't been able to do in a really long time. Got my little bag, my little pouch bag, and
Your gift.
my Coach bag job.
Oh,
What you
honey, my
think?
mind went somewhere else. Anyways,
Cause you
continue.
lost it.
Continue.
I thought
So
she was
you
talking
know,
about a
man.
vibrator or something. I was like, ooh, I
I
wonder what
did
she got.
too. I did too. I'm glad I
Well,
wasn't the only one.
well, friends, that has not been a recent purchase, but I did send those already. But anyway, moving on, digressing. What else have I been doing? I've actually been doing a lot of inner work. So, ego work, shadow work, spiritual stuff, kind of trying to get grounded, that type of thing. And so that all that kind of stuff kind of ties into self care. And yeah, and also I think a very important thing that we miss is resting when you feel the need. So yeah, the list that you have that is 10 miles long, if your mind and your body is telling you, sis, you need a break, just it ain't going nowhere. Just sit down
Right.
somewhere. I'm learning how to do that too. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it.
Right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
So, ladies, take care of yourself. Do your self-care regimens.
Mm-hmm.
Make
Ain't
sure you're
nobody gonna
taking
take
that
care of
time to
you like
yourself
you
where
take
you can say, fuck those kids. All right.
Mhm. All
We
right,
ready to
before we
jump
go to
into
the next segment, hold on. I'm gonna pause.
What?
woo-hoo. Okay, so now we're gonna jump into our next segment where we're gonna talk about what's happening with us. So Shadonna, let us know what is going on in your life, life. Tell you that girl, those voice vocals is the shit. Okay, go ahead.
You done?
Temperature like 100 degrees.
You done?
Yeah.
Nicole, you
Sorry,
done?
had to get that out. Sorry. Temperature like 100 degrees. Think about flying away, but it just good for a day.
All right, we got it. We're together.
Cassidy, why'd you do that? All right,
Fingers to your nose. Fingers to your nose.
sorry.
What are we, kindergarten?
Yeah.
That's how you looking at us, Heifer. But go ahead.
Anywho,
Anywho, I saw that.
so let's see what's going on in my life. One of the new journeys that I am currently going through is that I have decided to have bariatric surgery.
Woo!
so So it was a really hard decision because number one, I was worried about what folks would think about me. You know, some people think bariatric surgery is like the easy way out, whatever the case may be. But making the decision is super hard. You can't take it lightly whatsoever. I had to go through a long process. I had to do a million tests, like a swallow test. I had to get ultrasound on my gallbladder. You have to like just all kinds of stuff, like a long list. You have to go through nutrition classes. You have to do education classes. Um, just everything. You got to take vitamins for the rest of your life, which a lot of people don't know. And there's all types of different surgery. And of course, you have to meet the guidelines. So you have to be over a certain BMI, whatever the case may be. So I qualify, unfortunately.
Them
But
boobs.
right. But yeah, I have decided to do it. I have started the process. I have Blue Cross and Blue Shield insurance. So they of course they require you to have all that testing done. I think the only insurance that doesn't require you if you have like a certain type of hospital insurance. Otherwise, you're required to do all of those guidelines. They give you a thick book that's about this thick of all kinds of things in it. And it's definitely a life change. After I have the surgery, I can't drink for a year. I have to be on a liquid diet for the first 2 weeks, and I think a week before. And I have to stick to a very strict diet so I won't have the surgery for no reason and gain the weight back. The surgery that I have decided to get is the DS surgery, which is the duodenal switch. Um, and I chose that surgery because it's the one that helps you sustain the weight loss. I didn't want to get a surgery where I would lose a whole bunch of weight and then gain it back.
Mm-hmm.
And I suffer from high blood pressure problems. I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with my last child, and all that stuff running in our families, especially in the Black community. And I want to live till I'm 199. So,
That's a long time.
but that's what I'm going through. I've
Ain't no
been through
damn
the
doing.
whole process except for the swallow test, and you gotta have a psychology consult. Make sure you're not, I don't know, doing it for the wrong reasons. But that's the only two things that I have left, and then I have to see the doctor one more time, and I will have my surgery scheduled.
Woo-hoo.
Stay
So,
tuned.
Congratulations.
so do you know when the surgery will be and what's the turnaround time for your recovery?
So the surgery right now looks like it would probably be in November. The rest of my test is not to the end of this month. So it looks like maybe November-ish. It may be sooner, but it's definitely going to be this year because they know that I need to do it this year. So I will, because I've already met my deductible. So,
Before
um,
Thanksgiving?
yeah,
Right. Mm. Poor thing. We should do a Friendsgiving before you do it.
right. So I can eat all I want. Yes,
We should definitely do a Friendsgiving. Have your stepdaddy make that whole meal. He
right.
could just cook everything.
We can just show
Right.
up.
Can we
I
get
just
some
show up.
turkey, some
Yes.
dressing, some gravy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We got beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes.
Mm,
You
mm,
name
mm,
it.
mm. Yeah.
So
So for
whenever
ladies
you
out there who thinking about it, please, please, please do not think about what everybody else think. I wasn't even gonna tell anybody. I was just gonna get the surgery and be snatched, and y'all think I just exercised that well,
I was gonna tell
but
everybody you was on crack.
really that Whitney Craig, no.
Yeah.
Like, y'all see, that's why she be sweating all the time.
That upper lip sweat, the upper lip sweat.
Y'all see how she sweating? I'm trying to give her some help.
She knows my way, like, that crack.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I'm ready to get it over with. I'm ready to start my new journey. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough, but
Don't tell yourself that.
It's gonna be an amazing journey. You're
It
gonna
will,
make this as
thank you.
easy as possible.
It will be
And
right.
challenging, but
but you're gonna push through it.
doable.
Push. You got to push.
Hey, hey,
Yes. And
hey.
then whenever I get this Beyonce body, I'm gonna be give
A
me a
girl, I
photo
thought that
shoot.
we
Oh, that damn background keep taking your hair off. Looking like red with no hair.
Hair edit.
And your office,
Really?
doing them
You
office
think
hours
I ain't
today.
got no sense? I got this thing ready, okay?
Donna, what's your office hours, baby?
9 to 5. Anywho.
So I was gonna ask you, whenever you get it, will the surgery make you know when to stop eating, or is it something that you just gonna have to mentally be like, I've ate too much, let me stop here, or I can only eat 4 grams of something per meal, like,
Right.
does your body talk to you, or do you have to actually train it to do, like?
A little bit of both. So one thing that happens with us humans is that we get used to eating really fast. So they teach us to like eat around no distractions. So don't eat in front of the TV. Don't eat while you're driving. And take really, they tell you to chew it to the applesauce consistency because it takes about 30 minutes before your mouth and your stomach connect. So pretty much when you're chewing and eating, your stomach doesn't know that it's gaining that food until about 30 minutes
30
after.
minutes. Mm-hmm.
So they tell you to chew really small, don't have any distractions, don't drink any fluid during meals. So that doesn't which is really hard. You don't know how hard it is until you can't do it.
So you
Because
can't
that
drink water?
you can't drink. They tell you to drink no fluids during meals at all, so that way your
Oh,
stomach is not getting full with fluid
with
versus
fluid.
food.
That makes sense. Okay.
Right. So if you're really eating that small pace, then your stomach will know when it's full. What the reason why we get overly full and like feeling like we about to just blow it out our pants is because we rush and eat, and then our stomach catches up to it later on.
Yeah.
So, so if you get used to eating that way or the way they train you, then you would know when you're full.
I did learn about the 30-minute thing. And so I've tried to, whenever I'm eating and I'm real hungry and I might done ate a first plate and I want to go back for a second, I try to
Hmm.
wait 30 minutes before I go back for a second plate just to make sure
Hmm.
I'm really still hungry, because
Right.
a lot of times I'm really not. It's just that the stomach and the brain hasn't processed it all together. It's
Right.
hard, but I try.
It is hard. And you got to make sure you eat properly. Don't skip breakfast. Don't skip snacks. Don't skip lunch. Because when your body get into that state where it's like super duper hungry, like you ain't ate all day, then you're going to overeat, which is
Hmm.
very hard for me because I skip breakfast a lot.
Skip a lot of meals.
Yeah, I do. But that ain't the point. The point is,
I ain't gonna judge you.
yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna
They,
judge
they,
it.
they got me while I was pregnant, y'all, because I didn't eat all day. And then I was passing out somewhere. But
Hard headed.
yeah, yeah.
Supposed to
Like
be
she
eating for
gonna
two and
grow
she
the
can't
whole
even eat for
human.
one.
Right.
Right.
Passing out like she ain't over there growing a whole human. Girl,
Hey,
that much you know.
I only failed like 6 times.
That you told us about. Sometimes I think it probably was more than that.
Yeah.
You don't know how many times I fell at home and didn't tell nobody.
Right. Knew it. I knew it.
Hey, they was making a big deal. Made me go to the hospital. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting there going to Central Carolina. Ain't nobody trying to go there.
Right.
Just saying.
Oof. Mm.
But anywho, stay tuned to my journey. I'll be sharing, posting, whatever the case may be, keeping
I
you up to date.
can't wait for you to get the Kelly body because you're not gonna be Beyonce. I mean, Beyonce.
I take Kelly.
Cross his legs.
I take that.
And I'll be Nicole. Okay.
Okay, Michelle.
Mm-mm.
Right. That's Michelle.
And I like Michelle, but nope.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes,
Too many pictures floating around on the internet of her looking crazy.
I do.
So I'll
A
just
lot of
be
pictures about a lot of people on the internet.
I
Don't do
just
that.
be
Right.
myself.
Don't do Michelle like that.
I say I like Michelle, but you know,
Anything?
Anywho, anything
Anybody
else?
else want to talk about anything? No.
Jesse, you want to talk about them apps?
No. So, but I do want to ask a question. I want to know, is somebody asking you for your social media the new norm for asking for your phone number?
Ah!
So the other day, I'm at the grocery store and I was putting my groceries in the car. And when I turned around, I noticed that my shopping cart was like rolling away. So I tried to throw my stuff in there to go catch the shopping cart. And I was like, thank you. And he goes, are you on Instagram? And I was like, yeah, but I really don't be on there like that. I'm usually on Facebook. He was like, oh, well, and then he walks away. And I was just like,
Who does that?
all right, so if I was on Instagram, you was gonna ask me for my Instagram name and follow me on Instagram and just like my pictures, like it.
He was gonna be your DMs, boo.
But if you was gonna be in my DMs, why not just ask me for my number where you got direct access to me versus DM? That doesn't make sense.
that's a great question because yeah, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, and I was just out there
Well,
like,
the only answer that makes sense to me is that Boo didn't have no minutes.
I,
Five for free. You just roll up to McDonald's or
boom,
wherever the case may be, the library, whatever it is.
boom.
You can
but
get
if
that
that's the
for
case,
free.
he could have got a Google number
Hey,
and
people don't know
still
about that.
text me.
People ain't up on it, honey. I still be calling folks for work and they ain't even got an email address. Why you think they got a Google number?
That's true. That's true. But he should have one. He was young. But yeah, I was.
Yeah, he got an Obama phone.
Well,
They
Obama give
only
you some
they
free
only get
minutes.
they only get 300.
Well, I'm trying to find out the issue. He could have called me once a day for 5 minutes for a month.
Yeah, you should have just got a number and then got her Instagram later. And then whenever you ran out of minutes, you could have just hit her up on Instagram. That would have made more sense.
Right, something. But yeah, I was confused, and I was out there standing in the middle of the parking lot looking lost because I was just like, was that the end of it? Like,
Maybe he wanted to vet you first. Maybe he wanted to see, how you roll.
Maybe.
oh,
I'm just throwing it out
whatever.
there.
Don't be trying to take up for him and his
I'm
shenanigans.
not. Oh, I'm not taking up for it. I'm just trying to make sense of the situation. Just trying to make sense of
I guess, child. I guess.
it.
I guess.
Who
Whatever.
knows? Maybe he got a crazy ex. Or something. I don't know. Maybe he was living with somebody. He didn't want you to text.
And then he don't need to be asking me for my dang on Instagram either.
That part.
Doggone it, get out my face with that shit.
Agreed.
Yes, agreed. What about you, Nicole? Anything going on with you?
Nope. Work, 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 work. That's about it.
Yeah, you
And
work
kids.
a lot.
Yeah, I do. 7 days a week, baby. But do what you gotta do.
35 free. 7 days a
7
week.
days a week.
Hey! So yeah. No, not much going on. Just trying to get myself together, on my little spiritual journey, rediscovering things and
She
Uh-oh,
freeze up. Yep, she
she
froze up.
did.
Okay. You want to go ahead into you back?
Go ahead. All right.
all right. What's the question?
All right, let's go into the last segment.
Right.
No, child, I'm boring, okay? I got a whole bunch of kids and I work all the time.
Get it together. We got kids and we work all the time and we got exciting stuff going on. You got to get something exciting going on in your life and stop trying to be boring.
Give me
Right.
some time.
You gotta go
Doggone it.
get it. Go get it. Go
But I ain't
get
there.
your excitement. Go get it. It's your time. You got nothing? Okay. The last segment. Last segment is on you, Chaz. Last call for alcohol.
So this week, my drink of choice is tequila, Casamigos.
Yes, baby. You know that's my thing, baby. Tequila.
And as you can see, there's not a lot left of it because I've been drinking on this. I am not a tequila
I've been
drinker.
drinking. I've been drinking.
Hey, I just want to say
I
I'm very
get
proud of
50
you
when the liquor get into me.
because anytime I try to, make you get some tequila, you're like, I don't drink tequila, I drink vodka. And y'all be trying
I still don't like tequila, but this is smooth.
with the vodka.
But I do. I mean, I thought I'd try it out.
I'm
This
glad you like
doggone bottle was $23. That's a lot for this little bitty bottle.
$23 for that wine cooler bottle.
That's about
Right.
right.
Yeah, that's too much.
Mm.
Anyways, I'm gonna make a drink. So first, what you need is a cup. You need some ice. Put a little ice in there. You see the ice? Uh-oh, got a little water now. Then you're gonna take your Casamigos and you're gonna pour. See how I'm pouring?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
alcoholic
I might as well
right
just
there.
take all of
Yeah,
that.
baby, that's my kind of drink right there.
All right. Then what you're gonna do, I ain't gonna bring my whole thing of orange juice in here. Now, most people would probably like to fill it all the way up to here. And boo. If you're gonna make a good drink, all you need to do is just change the color slightly. There's enough. Right there.
I am so done.
That's what, you know what?
You just slightly change the color. You don't get a splash, you just get a spur. Can y'all see that? You don't. So you just put a spur of orange juice in there and you drink up, and one drink will have you tipsy, flipsy, and have you riding the surfboard. Ow.
Grinding
Just
on
a
that
surfboard.
wood, grinding on that wood.
Just a surfboard, huh? Just a surfboard.
Third, mm, mm.
So what would you
This
call that drink? Give it a name.
get drunk.
Look, it makes sense to me.
I mean, what
Hey,
else
Look,
do you
I'm
want?
you can put a little, grenadine in there, and they call it a tequila sunrise.
No,
yes,
we don't want to do that.
I need
This
For
is
all of
this.
y'all not so much alcoholics out there, get your little grenadine, put a little drop in there, little
I
drop,
mean,
a
if
little
that's what you want to do, but what's the point of your drinking if you don't know how to handle your shit?
well, straight like that, no chaser.
Sorry.
no chaser, baby.
Yeah, you start with straight shots, then pop bottles.
What?
Hey.
No, I'm good for shots. Okay.
But this is really smooth. If you are not a tequila drinker, I would suggest this because it's smooth and it don't make me go.
I would like to add that I am absolutely a tequila drinker. And I think that 1800 is also really smooth.
Shit.
Mhm.
It is, right, Shadana?
Yeah.
I think it's really smooth. I'm gonna be honest though, I pretty much can take anything tequila. Because I
She
drink
said she could take anything.
I
She
said
did.
tequila heifer. Okay. You see,
Oh,
I
She
added
nasty.
that
said it.
because I know
Oh,
y'all
heathen.
nasty.
BC came out almost. BC almost was there.
What, baby? Oh.
Anyways, I forgot what I was saying, but I like tequila. Moving on.
Resume. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, last segment, last topic is your song album of the week. Chastity, what's your song album of the week?
I don't understand why I got to go first.
I'm sorry, Nicole. Nicole
Oh,
went first
you
last
don't
time.
have one?
No, I got it. I got it. I just got to remember the name of Jasmine Sullivan's Lost One.
Oh, I need to check.
Yes.
Yes, I love
I
Jazz. I
love
love
Jasmine.
her.
I got all her albums.
Her little crazy self.
Yeah, she bust the windows out your car. All right, Nicole, what's your song album of the week?
So, my song of the week. Where's Shadana go?
She on there.
Oh, I don't see her. It's just
She on there.
my
I'm
song
here. Go ahead.
is Oh Damn.
Girl,
It's been
I'm sorry, I missed it. What you say?
Slow Dance by public announcement. Came back out.
Really? Really?
it's
That's
stuck in my
funny.
head.
Sing a little bit of it for the people.
Hey, Mr. DJ. Yeah, girl. Why don't you select?
Mm.
The ladies in here off the line. And there's one who's caught my eye. Yeah. All right, that's about it.
That's all you got. That's all you got
Oh,
for the people.
I wanna feel. I couldn't remember words.
I
mm. Mm.
This was much more fun.
That's because by that line, she. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is a lot more fun when we were singing it together.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
So,
So,
Shadana.
I don't really have a song album of the week, I don't think, but the artist that I've been delving in hard this week is Anderson Paak. Pac, however you say it. I
Shadonna.
love, love,
I
love, love him.
am an Anderson Paak connoisseur. All you gotta do is ask me, baby. I can point you in the right direction, okay? Because that is
I
my
love, love, love him. If
big
you
ass.
like out of the box, not radio played music, please,
Hmm.
please, please get all his albums. He's a artist.
I'm so
I like
excited.
him. I listen to him all the time.
I love me some
Yes.
Anderson Paak, child. Mm.
And if you like music like me, one thing that I love to do is go on YouTube and look up Tiny Desk. So if you go on Tiny Desk, there's all kinds of artists that does Tiny Desk series, and it'd be amazing, 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 amazing. That's how I learned about Tanking the Bangers. Like their
Oh yeah, I
set
love
was
them too.
amazing on there. Her set was amazing on there. I
Yes.
mean, it just goes on and on and on.
So I also want to add that recently I have been listening to Sir like on repeat. Have y'all
Hmm.
listened?
Sir. I love
Why
Sir.
did it take me so long to find this man? Good gracious.
I don't know.
And I got
He's
his brother
amazing.
is my baby daddy in my head, anyways. So I figure, the wedding in my dreams that we have, he could just serenade us as I walk down the aisle. What do you guys think?
I sing it. Cash
Oh
Money
God.
Records taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
Yeah, what?
Girl, you looks
Yeah.
good. Watch out, back that ass.
That's how we're gonna sing at your wedding. We're gonna do
Right.
our pop pop, ain't we, Shadonna?
Yes.
Girl, you look good. Want your back that thing up? Then you gonna drop it.
Throw some sunflower seeds and do the butterfly.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
The barbecue sunflower seeds or the ranch? Which
The
one?
regular schmeglers. The regular schmeglers. We ain't gonna be too fancy. We don't want to be ghetto.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
I'm about to be listening to this song again. This might be
What,
my
back that ass up?
no freaking slow dance because now it's playing in my head,
Oh,
Lord
Lord.
Jesus. Go slow down somewhere.
in my bed to sleep.
Uh-huh. What she
Absolutely.
didn't want to say, y'all, was R. Kelly is singing this song. She didn't want to say that though.
Right.
Well, I was gonna leave that out,
Hmm.
You
but
shouldn't even
People,
still be listening to
most
him.
people know who Public Announcement is.
You
And
still, you
that's
should
the
not
one
be listening to
song that
him.
I
he's
cannot.
supposed to be cut off from the black community.
I wanna feel her close to me.
He wanna feel that 13-year-old near him. I ain't
Dumb.
even say that right. I couldn't even get it out. That's how
Cause she
bad it
had no
is.
That's
business.
what you get for trying to judge him.
Did
No, he should be judged though. He
I
should
was
be
about to
judged.
say,
He should be very
with
sing it
judged.
out.
sweet things in her ears. Oh yeah.
Whispering in that little girl ear.
Spit on her.
Shameless
Oh,
shit.
whisper. I was gonna say, when did he spit on somebody?
I mean, he peed on him, so I'm sure he doesn't spit on somebody. Just saying.
That right there was a good this or that. Would you rather be peed on or spit on?
Ooh. Peed on or spit on. What's option C?
Huh?
What's option C?
It
Get
ain't.
your ass up and go home. Yeah. Get the damn food to yourself. That's option C. Yeah. It's
No,
whole
it's gotta be
thing
one or the
option.
other. One or the other.
Man,
Peed on or spit
no.
on.
Do you want to lose a limb? Is option C. Okay? Because
Yeah, I don't know if I can choose that.
keep it to yourself.
You gotta choose one.
I guess if I had to choose one,
I choose a man who don't want to be pure spit on and don't
No,
want to.
it's got to get put on you.
Oh hell no!
right?
Choose a
Why you
man
doing that? Why you
I
go there?
mean,
hit dog sound like she hollering.
roof, roof.
Yo, snatch.
Roof, roof. Bow wow.
I was about to say it was just a mix, a slip of the, it was just a little
It,
mix up. I wasn't
hmm
actually pointing no.
Terrible. Anywho, I guess peed on, because can you get any diseases from being peed on? You can get a disease from being spit on.
What
I can get AIDS if somebody spit in my mouth. I'm just saying.
This is true because it's passing up the body fluids.
But urine is also a bodily fluid.
That's what I was about to say.
But I ain't heard nobody getting AIDS from being peed on. What the research?
Stop it right now, please. Stop. Don't think me. Stop.
I ain't seen that.
Wait. I ain't heard nobody getting AIDS from getting peed on. Who do you know? You know any AIDS patients that's going around pissing on people?
If I did, I ain't gonna say it. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to make sense of the question. Why y'all gotta judge me? I got real tears right now.
Oh gosh. All right, Nicole, choose one.
The answer
You got to. It's the
Just
law.
make sure you drink some water.
for pissing and spitting on. Hell no.
You pick one, damn it.
I'm not.
You got to pick one.
Okay, transparent moment. I don't even like kissing. I think it's disgusting.
We don't care. Just
I
pick
can
one.
taste somebody
That
else's
ain't got nothing to do with this conversation.
mouth, and it's freaking gross. So why the hell would I let you spit on me? No.
So you'd rather get pissed
Definitely
on.
So pee.
pee on me, because if you ever peed on yourself, you know that it itches after a while.
Well, I'm so done. Whew. Whew. So
So
what did you say your answer was?
Ain't nobody peeing and spitting.
no,
on me.
you got to choose one, damn it. Stop making this so hard. A or B.
See,
He being
My
real
way
black
out.
right now.
you said what now?
He being real black.
Baby, I'm black every day.
Pick one, Nicole.
Mm-mm. It's gross.
It's just fun. It's not like it's gonna literally happen to you.
No, I
So
It ain't
just
like-
choose one. You're making this harder
It
than it
ain't
has to
like
be.
the big red dog gonna come over there and make it happen.
Right. Just choose one. It's not gonna happen to you in real life. Which one would you rather? If one or the other had to happen, which one would you rather
Not
choose?
even a good joke, first of all.
Damn it.
Secondly, I guess I
Do,
could
no,
at least come out warm.
no.
The what?
Pee.
You
Starts
rather
off
pee?
warm, I guess.
Oh, so good. All right, Chastity, you made us answer this stupid question.
I know. The crazy thing is I don't know which one I would choose.
All this time.
Right. I think it might be spit. Because pee, if they ain't drunk enough water, it might be funky.
That
And
spit
then,
might be a
and
little
then
part of
the
the
spit
thing.
ain't gonna be, spit is probably about this big.
What if they hunk
Pee
a little?
is,
Like a.
if they do all that,
Yeah.
they
I'm
just
just
being
saying.
disrespectful.
You might want to go with P.
This
That's all
whole
I'm saying.
thing is disrespectful, so respect ain't got nothing to do with it. It ain't got nothing. Respect is out the window at this point. Okay.
I don't know. I think I would the spit. Just go ahead, spit. Go ahead, get it over with. The P, you got to sit there and wait. Like that's like a long 30 seconds. Like just at least with the spit, it's just and it's over with. And you just go ahead and get your napkin and you wipe it up like.
It's
You
like
know.
You gonna need more than a napkin.
So I'm just saying, like right there, you just taking it like. But the P, he's still peeing. Yeah.
That was disturbing.
So the end of the scenario means leave R. Kelly alone. All right. So,
Oh wow. Okay. A different song this week. Shit. I was wondering where the hell. I'm like, where the hell did this even? Did I miss something?
it's your fault.
Oh my God, I'm so tickled. Okay.
All right. Well, All right.
Mm. All right, so this has been an episode of Occasionally Posh with life, laughs, and shenanigans. We got plenty of those. Are here.
I just want to add that I'm still very much disturbed by this scenario that we had to.
You made it way harder than it had to be.
You really did. Anyways, go to our page, like, share, subscribe, follow. Stay tuned to our future posts. We will soon be on Instagram and whatever other social media platforms that we choose.
Like, follow, subscribe
To
it with
scribble.
all of your friends and tell them I said, hey, come listen to this voice because it's angelic.
That would be
Nicole and
cut.
Shadana are some haters.
Look, I was working with you. What you mean?
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.
Signing